Hello and welcome to section 7.3. Here are the answers to 7.2, working with the converse of the Pythagorean theorem. You are identifying whether or not the sides actually created a triangle. Then is it a right triangle, is it an acute triangle, or is it an obtuse triangle? So always double check to make sure it makes a triangle before you even begin this process. And then make sure that your largest side is your C value. Okay, I'm going to show you guys this in class. 7.3, use similar right triangles. I'll show you that little investigation in class. So this makes a little more sense. But I'm going to show you guys how to do this in the time being with my video here. If the altitude is drawn to the hypotenuse of a right triangle, then the two triangles formed are similar to the original and to each other. Okay, so what we got going on here is we have this right triangle. I'm going to draw a picture here. I have a right triangle. And if I draw the altitude from the vertex to the hypotenuse, it creates three similar right triangles. The original one is similar to the two that are created, and then the two that are created are similar to each other. And so what you're going to be doing when you're solving these questions, I've taught this many years, and the easiest way for me to do this or teach this is to have students draw out the three triangles and then set up their proportions. Since they're all similar, the side lengths are always going to be proportional. So this is what I want you guys to do. In the picture here, separate your three triangles. So we have the little, I always start with the little one, and I always draw, just draw this before, don't even look at the question. If you ever see anything that looks like this picture here, don't even look at the question. Draw these three triangles first. Okay, now you're just going to label them. Okay, so if I look at this is my little one here, S-U-T, S-U-T, okay. And then my medium one is right here. We have T-U-R. And then finally, we have the original one. We have S-T-R. And there you go. So identify the similar triangles. So triangle S-U-T is similar to triangle T-U-R is similar to triangle S-T-R. And from there, you'd be able to set up your proportions and solve for the missing side lengths. Okay, so here's an example problem. It says, what is the maximum depth now of this pool? Now keep in mind, this right here is 48. And so we're going to figure out what this is right here, call that H, and our answer is going to be H plus 48 at the very end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw, like I said, before I even do any math at all, I'm going to draw three triangles. So I'm going to start with my little one. I have 64 as the hypotenuse, and I have H as the longer leg. That's all I got there. And I look at the medium one. I have 152 as the hypotenuse, right there, and H as the small leg. And then if I look at the large one, I have 165 as the hypotenuse, and let's see, the longer leg is 152. And then what you're going to, I have the shorter leg, 64. What you're going to do is you need to have H and you need to have corresponding segments. So like here I have H in 64 and I have 152 and 165. So I can do H divided by 64 equals 152 divided by 165. Then you can cross multiply and solve for H, and you're going to and then add 48, and you're going to have your answer. So that's the strategy that you guys are going to be using for this. So before I even do anything at all, I'm going to draw three triangles. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm going to start with my little one. Here's my little triangle right here. I know 3. That's it. Oh, and x. And then I'm going to do my next triangle, my medium one. See what they give us here. They give us x, and they give us 4. Okay, and then I'm going to do the large triangle. I have 3, I have 4, and 5. So we got a few options here. We can do x and 3, and we can do 4 and 5. So we can do x divided by 3 equals 4 divided by 5. Cross multiply, solve for x. And that's the strategy here. Okay, I'll do one more, I think. Yeah, I'm going to do one more question here. Simplest radical form for this one. So again, before, I'm not even looking at the question. I'm just drawing 3 triangles. So my little one I have here, 3 and y. My medium one, I have nothing. Actually, no, 6. I have 6, I guess. That's it. And my large one I have y and 9. Okay, so it's the only option I have here is these and these. So I have 3 divided by y equals y divided by 9. So y squared equals 27. Square root both sides. We have the square root of 27, which breaks down into square root of 9, square root of 3. So 3 root 3, that is our simplified radical form. And that would be your answer. So all of this is basically the same. Here's your homework assignment. You guys can skip number 6. Yeah, if you guys have questions or wondering how to split those triangles up, see me in class and I can give you guys some advice with that. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you.